Quavo, Takeoff, they was down here with y'all. But they seen you walking by. He's laying on the ground. You got Mike bending down, and they seen you walking by. What took place there?
It's the crazy thing about the video, right?
This ain't no regular rap feud. This is a full-blown war that's been bubbling behind the scenes, and now it's exploding. Mase just lit the fuse. He leaked a private phone call between Jay, Prince, and Takeoff. Nobody saw that coming, and now Prince is losing it. We're talking threats, panic mode, straight chaos behind the scenes.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. We got a little bit of straightening going on. You feel me?
But guess what? Mase didn't flinch. He came back swinging and dragged Prince like never before. He exposed what a lot of folks been whispering behind closed doors but were too scared to say out loud. And all this is unfolding while the streets still want real answers about what really went down with Takeoff that night in Houston. That night, still shady, footage gone, witnesses quiet, and guess which names just won't go away? J. Prince Jr. and DJ Pat. Yeah, they keep popping up. And now with this leaked phone call, everything just flipped on its head. But here's the real shocker. If Mase is telling the truth, Prince might not just be guilty of bad PR, he could be hiding something way darker, something the public was never supposed to hear. And don't even worry, I got the receipts, witness tweets, hidden clips, podcast threats, bail payments that don't add up. It's all coming out. Subscribe to Juicy Real right now, cause the truth is about to hit harder than ever. People online are coming hard for J. Prince right now, calling him a fake community leader, a backdoor fixer with cartel vibes, and even saying he's got blood on his hands. And trust, this ain't no regular YouTube recap. This runs deep, all the way back to Takeoff's last moments, the mob ties link, and why Prince is out here sweating bullets now that the wrong one is finally speaking up. So here's how it went down. Mase had been laying low for a minute, cool, calm, letting stuff slide. But then, Prince threw shade on the $1 million worth of game podcast, dropped some subliminals like he thought no one would catch it. Big mistake. Mase and Cameron had stayed quiet about that whole Houston mess, but Prince pushed too far this time. According to Mase, he heard a private call, yep, another one, where Prince was allegedly pressing Takeoff just hours before the tragedy. And what he described, it wasn't no heart-to-heart between brothers. Mase said Prince was confronting Takeoff about some so-called loyalty drama, but not in a chill way. It sounded more like pressure, control. This wasn't no simple disagreement, it was intense. Mase basically painted Prince as someone who's been moving shady behind the curtain, pulling strings and trying to shape the whole story from the shadows. And once Takeoff stopped playing along, everything spiraled. The timing of that call, it's got everybody looking sideways now. This story ain't over, it's just getting messier. That supposed phone call? Yeah, it allegedly went down the same night Takeoff got shot outside that Houston bowling alley. Dice game turns messy, voices get loud, shots ring out, and just like that, Takeoff's gone, only 28 years old. The whole game shook, and when Mase finally spoke up, J. Prince went into straight meltdown mode. He hit social media quick, throwing slick threats and trying to cover his tracks. He even doubled down on his earlier jabs at Offset, saying stuff like, "You wasn't really there with Takeoff when he was alive." Not once, but twice, trying to spin it like Offset didn't ride for his own fam. That set off a whole new war, Offset versus Prince and Cardi B. Oh, she jumped in right away to defend her man. But now that Mase is putting this private call out in the open, Prince is scrambling to do damage control, but it's too late, way too late. The streets are wide awake and they've been whispering for months. One fan on X even said it straight, nobody respects J. Prince after Takeoff died on his watch. And here's where it really starts to get cold. After Takeoff was killed, it didn't take long for Patrick Xavier Clark, aka DJ Pat, to get picked up by police. But check this. The man somehow posts $1 million bond like it's pocket change and strolls out of jail like it was a weekend trip, for real. You expect people to believe that ain't fishy? It's got folks asking serious questions. Who's got that kind of pull? Who doesn't want DJ Pat talking behind bars? And let's not forget the wildest rumor out there. People online claiming J. Prince walked right past Takeoff's body, and said what? Stick around, it only gets darker from here. Call that. Don't ask me none about that. That's what folks claim Jay Prince said when the question started. But get this, it gets even wilder. Jay Prince Jr. allegedly asked for his name to be removed from DJ Pat's bond paperwork. Why? If everything's clean, why try to erase your name from official documents, especially when you were right there that night? Looks like somebody's trying to dip out the spotlight now that things are heating up. And it's not just DJ Pat in this mess. Remember Cameron Joshua, aka Lil Cam Fifth? He got snatched up for an unlawful weapon charge right after Takeoff was killed. And yeah, he's got ties to mob ties too. It's no coincidence dudes connected to Jay Prince Jr. keep ending up in the middle of these deadly scenes, but somehow mob ties always plays the victim? Please. Let's rewind even further before Takeoff. There was already a warning sign. Duke the jeweler flew into Houston, checked in with mob ties, played some dice. Next thing, dead. Same setup, same eerie silence. And guess what name was floating around back then too? You already know, and don't act like y'all forgot that one clip. Jay Prince telling his shotgun guy to fall back. Looked real organized, too organized. Like someone knew more than they let on. Now it's looking like a pattern. Famous people fly into Houston, check in with mob ties, dice games get intense, arguments break out, security looks confused, and someone ends up dead every single time. Then Prince pops up with one of those deep-sounding IG posts about black-on-black violence and grief is the price of love. Man, cut it out. That ain't healing. It's hiding. Where were y'all when blood was on the floor? And here's the part that really got people side-eyeing. Not a single Prince showed up at Takeoff's funeral. Not one. That ain't just odd. It's flat-out suspicious. Folks think there's a reason for that. Maybe it's because they know something. Maybe it's because they got blood on their hands. And deep down, they feel it. Meanwhile, Jay Prince Jr. out here tweeting stuff like don't wear jewelry around vultures. But hold up, you invited them into that exact vulture pit. If you knew things were sketchy, if there was real tension in the air, why didn't you warn Quavo and Takeoff? If this check-in system ain't keeping guests safe, then what's it even for? Word is, Quavo and Prince Jr. were getting into it right before those fatal shots went off. And now, new footage shows Jay Prince brushing it all off like he's got nothing to do with it. Like Takeoff wasn't just gunned down under his crew's watch. It's cold. Then Prince went on $1 million worth of game and threw more shots. That's when Mase snapped. He didn't just defend himself, he went for Jay Prince's whole name, head on. Told him straight, we are not your little name. And the way Mase said it, that wasn't no internet rant. That was real, from the gut. From a place of being fed up with this whole so-called check-in game Prince been pushing for years. And here's the twist, Cameron, he didn't say a word. Didn't interrupt, didn't disagree, just let Mase go off. And anyone who knows Cam knows that's rare. He usually plays it safe. But this time, he sat back and let the truth fly. Now fans are convinced Mase been holding that leak call for a minute, just waiting for Prince to slip up. And when he did, boom, Mase unloaded. While all this chaos was heating up, Offset mostly kept quiet until Jay Prince threw that slick shot, saying Offset was never really there for Takeoff. That's when Set snapped, and right behind him, Cardi B stepped in loud and clear, making sure everybody knew they ain't scared of mob ties. And with Cardi, she don't bluff, she don't backpedal, and she definitely don't hold her tongue. That moment hit different. Fans started realizing this wasn't just music politics anymore. This was big. Jay Prince just got called out by one of the biggest celebrity power couples out. Now his so-called street cred, it's getting torn apart, and it's happening in public under a microscope for the whole world to see. But here's the part most folks ain't even catch. Big names been slowly backing away from Prince. First up, Drake. That man used to be all up in mob ties mentions, shouting out Jazz Prince, showing mad love. But ever since Takeoff's death, radio silence, not a post, not a story, nothing. And Jazz Prince is literally the reason Drake got signed through Wayne and Young Money. Then there's Jay-Z. Word on the street is Hov hasn't picked up a single call from mob ties since way back in 2023. And y'all know Jay don't do public drama. He just goes quiet, silent distance. Why? Because these billionaire brands ain't messing with anything that even smells like a federal case. And with all the whispers floating around Takeoff's situation, nobody wants to get touched by that heat. Now Mase out here dropping behind-the-scenes convos, leaked calls, shady threats. The whole game is exposed. The shadows ain't safe no more. Everybody's watching. And the silence from the top dogs, that speaks volumes. The silence ain't cutting it anymore. The whole Mob Ties power game, it was built on that old school check-in code. Pull up to Houston, link with J. Prince Jr., and you're supposed to be safe. But now, that whole system is crumbling, and the streets are watching it fall piece by piece. Duke the Jeweler checked in, ended up dead. Takeoff checked in, now he's gone too. And fans online are tweeting things like, "This is why nobody checks in anymore." And they're not wrong. How you gonna demand respect if you can't even protect the people trusting your name? Even Cali artists been calling it out, saying this check-in thing is just a trap, a power flex for local shot callers who want to act bigger than they really are. And once Mase said it plain, called Prince a failed street nos pretending to be a mob boss, the internet couldn't unsee it. That image Prince built? Cracked wide open. But here's where it gets extra shady. What happened to the witnesses that night? Takeoff was shot outside 810 billiards and bowling, and there were at least 40 people out there. We've all seen the crowd clips, we've heard the commotion, so why haven't more people stepped forward? Well, word is, some of them got threatened. Rumors flying that Mob Ties paid folks off buried footage and made sure DJ Pat took the whole hit by himself. Cover up, intimidation, people are connecting dots, and here comes one of the wildest theories. Some claim J. Prince Jr. was arguing with Quavo, not Takeoff. And Takeoff wasn't even involved like that. He just happened to be there. But he's the one who got hit. So now people are asking, was it an accident or was it a message that went too far? Either way, this ain't looking like bad luck, it's looking like something way darker. Now here's where it goes from scandal to straight up explosive. Sources close to Mase and Cam's circle are saying there's a real chance that the phone call between J. Prince and Takeoff was actually recorded. Whether by accident or someone on the line hit record on purpose, that audio might exist. And word is, Mase and Cam been sitting on it waiting to drop the hammer if Prince starts moving funny. If that tape leaks, it could blow the lid off everything. What was really said to Takeoff? Did Prince try to pressure him into something? Did he make threats? Because if even a second of that audio backs up what Mase is saying, then it's game over for J. Prince's whole image. All that OG respect goes out the window. And don't forget, this is Mase we're talking about. The same dude who walked away from Diddy, clashed with the industry, and still came back swinging. He's no rookie. If he's holding that audio, it ain't just for drama. It's a nuke, and he knows exactly when to drop it. That tape, that could be the real Mob Ties indictment. Cause now it ain't just rap fans watching, the feds are locked in too. Every time Prince or his son jumps on camera talking slick, there's a file getting thicker. Investigators aren't worried about fame. They care about witness tampering, alleged threats, organized crime patterns, and shady connections stacking up over time. Now with Offset, Cameron, Mase, and a huge fan base all saying the same thing, that Prince's name keeps getting tied to bloodshed. Not even a record label can shield that. The city can't protect that. And all those check-ins, they won't mean a thing when the paperwork starts piling up. Now here's the part folks really need to pay attention to, because the walls are closing in. Behind all the social media noise, sources say law enforcement has been quietly collecting statements, building timelines, and tracking who was where that night in Houston. And with Mase throwing this bomb into the mix, the timeline just got a whole lot messier for Prince and his circle. See, it's not just about street drama anymore. There's a pattern that's starting to take shape. Too many deaths, too many check-ins gone wrong, too many people tied to Mob Ties showing up in the middle of chaos. And now, the authorities are starting to piece it all together. Takeoff, Duke the Jeweler, DJ Pat's Fast Bond, the witness silence. It's all connected and the dots are getting real easy to trace. Insiders are saying feds might already be building a case around racketeering, and if they got enough to link Prince's crew to organized activities. That's not just bad press, that's Ryko time. And the worst part? If that alleged call between Prince and Takeoff does leak, and it's as bad as folks say, it could become evidence. And you already know, once feds get a whiff of witness tampering, intimidation, or trying to manipulate a murder case, it's over. There's no hiding behind fame when the charges hit federal level. Meanwhile, online pressure keeps growing. Fans, bloggers, even former associates are speaking out. They're asking the questions the industry been too scared to ask for years. Why does this keep happening around the same names? Why is silence always the first move after tragedy? Prince and his crew might have ruled the streets once, but now they're getting hit from all angles. The internet's watching, the streets are talking, and law enforcement, they're not just watching anymore. They're circling. All that power, all those check-ins, they mean nothing once your name ends up on that paperwork. And through all the chaos, through all the noise, let's not forget, this was about Takeoff, a real one, a quiet genius, the heart of the Migos. He didn't chase clout, he didn't stir drama. He was about family, bars, and good energy. And the fact that his life got taken over a dice game, surrounded by people who claimed they loved him, that's the true heartbreak. That's the part that cuts the deepest. Jay Prince went on Instagram dropping his little PR condolences saying, "Grief is the price of love." But the real ones, they ain't trying to hear that. Not when blood got spilled on your watch and you walked away like it was just another night. No accountability, no justice, just quotes and vague podcasts. But now the streets are done being quiet. They want real answers, not cryptic posts, not staged interviews, not fake deep statements. What Mase did wasn't just a clapback, it was a reckoning. He kicked down the door and showed that the fear surrounding Jay Prince is cracking. The silence that used to protect him, it's getting loud. Real ones ain't afraid to speak anymore. And if Prince doesn't stop trying to control the narrative, he might lose everything. The leaked calls, the feds listening in, the artists backing away, the witnesses going ghost. It's all spiraling, Prince snapped. Mase clapped back. Now the whole world is watching every move. Don't blink. This story ain't close to done. Drop a fire in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe to Juicy Reel, and turn on your notifications, 'cause what's coming next, it's even crazier.